Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the November 25th, 2025 legislative session of the town of Ossining. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Councilmember Meyer,
Present.
Councilmember Manicchio,
Here.
Councilmember Phil Tawil,
Here.
Councilmember Wines,
Here.
Supervisor Feldman.
Present.
Public hearing on the 2025 preliminary town budget. Is there anybody online that would like to speak? Haven't seen anybody in the public. Nope. Do I have a motion to close the public hearing?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Public hearing, approval of cable television franchisee renewal agreement between the town of Ossining and Cable Vision of Ossining LP. Is there any comments on this? Is anybody online that would like to speak?
I haven't received any feedback. We still haven't received any feedback on the agreement with the village. So as has been the practice for the last few months, I would ask the board to carry over the public hearing to your December 23rd legislative session.
I think I saw it on their agenda tomorrow.
Okay, well then hopefully it'll make its
Then we can do an event. Oh, it's put on their agenda, their next agenda. I could be wrong.
On the
When's their
third
meeting?
thing is
The 3rd?
for the village. Yeah, it's
For the
December 3rd,
Okay, so let's
Wednesday.
do as Christy suggests and hold it over until they get together.
Do I have a motion to adjourn to December 31st? Was that 23rd? Apologize.
So
23rd.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Departmental report, tax receiver Holly Perlowitz.
Good evening, everybody.
Evening.
Amazing to me that 2025 is winding down, but the tax office has good side collected 99.2% of the 2025 town and county tax town warrants. Martha's putting something up there, and I left you all a copy of it. Town and county tax warrant, we've collected 99.2%, and the first half of school tax warrant collected 97.7%. Second half isn't due until January 31st, 2026. Already collected 4.7% of that second half. I expect it to grow. A lot of people like to keep both halves in the same calendar year. So I think December is going to be a heavy collection month for us. We have received judgments from the court permitting us to foreclose on 2 properties, 56 Stormytown Road and 11 Branworth.
That's not actually correct. We initiated the process, but we have not received the judgments yet.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for correcting me on that. But there is apparently a sale in process for 56 Stormytown Road, hoping that will be an event that occurs in December, and at that point we will collect approximately $345,000 in taxes. $280,000 of it relates to liens. So you can see, of the $2 million that we have in outstanding liens, a chunk of it. And again, we hope this resolves for year end. Seemingly silly issue to share with you, but it's going to be part of the resolutions you're going to hear later on, that result of the demise of the penny, there's some changes that have to be made in the tax office, because all of you pay taxes here as well, and you know your taxes typically have cents involved. And I always accommodated our taxpayers who came in to pay their taxes in cash. by giving them change. We maintained a petty cash fund that allowed us to give change. But we're going to run out of pennies eventually. I mean, I have a bucket at home that I volunteered to bring in. And banks are no longer providing pennies. If you come in and you want a roll of pennies, you can't get it anymore. At least most banks have started to do that. So you're going to see a resolution later on that's going to discuss the fact that we're now going to ask for exact change. I will also keep you posted in my little tax receiver community, which is not so little. There's a lot of chatter about how this is going to affect us all eventually, because as I've shared in the past, taxes and how they get calculated, kind of math. Budgets over the assessed value of everybody's property and your proportionate share. So there may have to be some changes to rounding to the nearest nickel, and then we may have to go to the nearest dime. But those kinds of things that just remind me that some of the laws that we all put into place have to keep up with what's practical. And I just wanted to let you know. And we have a joke now in our office that a penny for your thought that now will cost you a nickel. A lot of people, a lot of stores are talking about rounding up as well. So in conclusion, the tax office is operating very smoothly thanks to my team of 1.5 people and good skills and right attitude. I really do appreciate them, and I know that they're doing a good job because the feedback from the taxpayers is always very positive. I'm happy to answer any questions or just any comments you have. I'm gonna wish you all a happy and healthy giving, and I'll see you on the other side of school tax, the second half of school tax collection.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Holly.
Senior
Thank
January
you.
1st.
And thank you, as always, for your dedicated service to our community.
99.2%.
Impressive.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, Holly. Supervisor and town board announcements.
All right. The new federal eligibility requirements have taken effect for the SNAP program. Please reach out to the Department of Social Services if you'd have SNAP by calling 914-995-3333 for any assistance you may require when navigating these new regulations. Sustainable Westchester has informed us that Westchester Power Renewable Energy Program will be discontinued at the end of this year. Starting with this December's utility bill, customers who take no action will be returned to Con Edison as their default supplier for electricity. For questions about Westchester Power or to learn more about Sustainable Westchester's wide-ranging services, please email info@sustainablewestchester.org, or you can call them at 914-242-4725, extension 128. So you do still have the option to find another ESCO, somebody else to provide your energy or electricity. I believe Sustainable Westchester is looking into forming a list of different programs. I think there's like 50 or 70 of them or something. So there's a lot. But anybody who does not choose another ESCO will be automatically put back to Con Ed, starting with this December's bill. The Ossining Community Thanksgiving Dinner will be held on Thursday, November 27th at noon at the First Presbyterian Church, 34 South Highland Avenue. No charge meals delivered or eaten. For delivery, please call 914-941-0540 to reserve your meal. This is open to everyone. You don't have to have a hardship. You just might want some company or to meet new neighbors. All right. The Northeast SD Artists Collective will be hosting their winter market at the Ossining Public Library. Shop handcrafted goods from local artists and makers on November 29th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Town and Village Joint Senior Holiday Lunch is scheduled for Tuesday, December 2nd at noon at the Cortland Colonial Manor. There will be great food, DJ, and raffles. Please reach out to our Senior Nutrition Department for reservations. Thursday, December 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. District Legislator Emiliano Ulay, County Legislator Emiliano Ulay, is hosting a small business resource workshop located at the Ossining Public Library. Come learn about getting MWBE certification, contracting opportunities, resources, and more. The Market Square tree lighting ceremony will be held on Friday, December 5th at 6 p.m. Enjoy live entertainment and sweet treats. Breakfast with Santa returns to the community center on December 6th with 2 sessions. Please register as soon as possible at the Recreation Office. Windrose on the Hudson will be hosting Hops on Hudson Holiday Market on December 13th and 14th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit Hops on Hudson for more information. The many crafts and other booths, things for sale, live music, and you can go see how they have reimagined the GE campus. The Market Square menorah lighting will be happening on Wednesday, December 17th at 6 p.m. The Village Recreation Department will be hosting a special needs kids holiday night out on December 17th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. This program will give our special needs population and their caretakers the opportunity to participate in fun holiday activities. Please register at villageofossining.org. DORAT's Aging Alone Together is coming to Ossining Community Center on Thursday, December 18th at 10 a.m. This info session designed for individuals to build community as they learn, discuss, and reflect on the social and logistical changes of aging with independence. For more information, please visit DORATUSA.org. Please remember Neighbors Link is a great source of information for our immigrant population. You can visit their website at www.neighborslink.org. As always, our public library will be hosting many events. You can visit their website at ossininglibrary.org for more information. And the Loft LGBTQ Plus Community Center has events and programs, resources, and presentations, all dedicated to providing support to everybody who's a part of the LGBTQ Plus community. And you could check out their website at loftgaycenter.org for more information. And for many, many more fun and interesting events being held locally over the next few weeks, you can look at the supervisor's update on my webpage to see them. Do any of my... I have a question. Okay.
So, come on. Oh, a little closer. The Village of Ossining Police Advisory Board. They are conducting a 3-part survey, going to be launched over the next 4 weeks. They're trying to raise awareness and motivate Ossining residents to complete this survey. It's asking you your experiences and opinions with the Ossining Police Department. Your honest feedback is essential to strengthening transparency, fostering better relationship between the community and the police. Part 1 of the survey is available in the mayor's weekly update. And I believe each part of the survey is going to be available in her update each week. And we are going to have it too. Supervisor's update. That's it.
And do we have a date on the candy cane run?
No, we just got the Baker Kyler dates right now.
I asked him. And the Baker Collier Cheer Fund is celebrating, I think it's 110th anniversary or 115th anniversary, something really fun.
1915.
Since 1950, that's where I got the 15 from. Okay, so 110th anniversary. This is a fund that was created when somebody saw kids eating out of a garbage can at Christmas. And they decided that no kid should have their Christmas meal out of a garbage can. So this fund has been collecting money to purchase groceries, and the fire department works with them, and they create baskets for anybody who needs one. If you need a basket, you can sign up at your local church, you can ask at the school, you can reach out directly to the Baker Collier Cheer Fund, or you can donate to make sure that no family goes hungry. How many baskets were there last year, Angelo?
44, I think.
No, there was
Sure.
like,
Yeah.
there was almost 200, 300?
Some get gift cards too. That we also give out gift cards.
Okay, and people who don't want an entire turkey or big dinner can also get gift cards to purchase their holiday meals. So it is a very worthwhile cause, something I donate personally to every year. So again, Baker Collier Cheer Fund to help somebody have a holiday meal.
Thank you. Any liaison reports?
Okay. All right.
No?
All right, we're good.
Public comment on agenda items. Visitors shall be accorded to 1 4-minute opportunity to address the board on any of the resolutions in the agenda. Do you have anybody online? Board resolutions, approval of minutes of October 28, 2025. Resolved that the Town Borough of Town of Ossining hereby approves the October 28, 2025 minutes of the regular meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approval of minutes, November 12th, 2025. Resolved that the Town Borough of Town of Ossining hereby approves the November 12th, 2025 minutes of the regular meeting as presented. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of voucher detail report. Resolved that the Town Borough of Town of Ossining hereby approves the voucher detail report dated November 25, 2025 on the amount of $779,625.72. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Calling for public hearing, the Brackley Manor Restaurant Cabaret License 2026. Resolved that the Town Borough of Town of Ossining hereby calls for a public hearing to be held on Tuesday, December 9, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. at the Versailles Police Corps Facility, 8688 Spring Street, Ossining, New York, 10562, and via Zoom, which information will be available at the Town of Ossining website in the matter of the 2026 cabaret license for the Brightcliff Manor Restaurant, 25 Studio Hill Road, Brightcliff Manor, New York, 10510. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Calling for a public hearing, Crotonville Owner LLC, Croton Cabaret License 2026. Resolved that the Town Borough of Town of Ossining hereby calls for a public hearing to be held on Tuesday, November 9, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. at the Versailles Police Corps Facility, 8688 Spring Street, Ossining, New York, 10562, and via Zoom, which information will be available at the Town of Ossining website in the matter of the 2026 cabaret license for Crotonville Owner LLC, 1 Albany Post Road, Ossining, New York, 10510. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Personnel resignation, Town Clerk's Office. Resolved that the Town Borough Town of Ossining accept with regret the resignation of Gloria Kelly Cifuentes from the position of part-time intermediate clerk in the Town Clerk's Office effective October 31st, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Personal resignation, Parks Department. Resolved that the Town Borough Town of Ossining, excuse me, accepts with regret the resignation of Rafael Barista Ribeiro from the position of Parks Groundskeeper in the Town Parks Department effective November 20, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Authorize request for proposals solar panels at the Zero Lane R Center. Resolved that the Town Borough Town of Ossining hereby authorizes the issuance of a request for proposal for solar panels at the Zero Lane R Center in 2026. I have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Distribution of surplus proceeds for 3840 Lincoln Place, whereas pursuant to Article 11, the real property tax law and judgment was issued to Westchester County Supreme Court on February 7, 2023, authorizing the town to convey the property at 3840 Lincoln Place, tax lot 97.7-6-54, and itself to recover years on unpaid real property taxes. And whereas after holding a publicity notice online action, the town sold 3840 Lincoln Place on February 28, 2025, and after paying all outstanding municipal tax and charge and closing costs, there was a surplus of $312,759.25. And whereas under controlling law, the former owner of 3840 Lincoln Place is entitled to surplus proceeds less certain nomination certain amount of those authorized by the court. And whereas in response to a motion made by the town regarding the distribution of surplus proceed, the court held a conference with the parties' respective attorneys on November 12th, 2025, and now therefore be resolved, the town board hereby authorizes counsel to the town to enter in a stipulation with the attorney for the former owner of 3840 Lincoln Place, whereby the town will retain $15,000 of the surplus proceeds for administrative costs associated with the conveyance and distribution of the property, and the former owner of 3840 Lincoln Place will receive the remaining of the surplus proceeds, provided he complies with certain procedural requirements for the town to ensure the surplus proceeds are being provided by the property person, and before the resolve that the town authorizes counsel to the town to submit the full executed stipulation to Westchester County Supreme Court to be so ordered. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Before you vote, sorry, there's one typo in the second whereas clause
Mhm.
where it says there was a surplus of 312,799, not 59, difference of $40. So if we could just vote on this as amended.
I have a motion to close the amendment resolution.
So moved.
All in favor as amended?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Real property tax payment in cash, whereas among other methods, the tax receiver of taxes accept payments of real property taxes in cash if the payment is made in person at the town hall. And whereas the town receiver of taxes cannot accept less than the amount paid of the tax bill, and whereas real property tax bills are rarely whole numbers and even have cents associated with the amount. And whereas the federal government has stopped pennies, meaning eventually pennies will no longer be available at the town, will not be able to provide exact change to those properties owner paying in cash. And now therefore be resolved, anyone paying real property taxes in cash must pay the exact amount of the tax bill to 100 of the dollar, and the tax receiver of tax shall not accept a different amount. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution tax certiorari settlements, Comex Cove of Scarborough condominiums be resolved that at the recommendation of the town assessor, the town council, and finding to be the best interest of the town board approves the settlement of the tax surety proceeding pending of the board of manager of Chemis Cove and Scarborough condominiums versus the town of Ossining, Westchester County Supreme Court index numbers 6153 of 2020, 65080 of 2021, 66570 2022, 65112 of 2023, 73335 of 2024, and 73668 of 2025 for the property located at Revolutionary Road, also known as Chemis Cove, section 97-17-1-4, and respective suffixes, and set for the proposed consent judgment covering the assessment year of 2022 through 2025, and fix the 2026 assessment at 24,071,700 with a total town refunded of $7,115.39. And before the result that the town supervisor, town assessor, town town assessor, town receiver of taxes, town controller, town council, and other relevant staff are authorized to take necessary and appropriate action to execute, file, and proceed and make payments to the affirmed settlement. Excuse me, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution tax exorbitant settlement terrace on the Hudson. Be resolved at the recommendation of the town assessor and the town council in finding it to be the best interest of the town. And town board approves the settlement of the taxatory proceeding pending as terrace on Hudson versus the assessor to the board of assessor and the board of assessment review of the town Ossining, Westchester County Supreme Court, index number 64990 of 2022, 66,975 of 2023, 72,790 of 2024, and 72,436 of 2025 for the property located at 217 North Highland Avenue, section 89.10-1-2.1, as set for the proposed consent judgment covering the assessment years of 2022 through 2025 and fix the 2026 assessment at $64,600,000 with the total town refund of $3,588 with 63 cents. And before the resolve that the town supervisor, town assessor, town receiver of taxes, town controller, town council, and other relevant staffs are authorized to take the necessary and appropriate action to execute, file, and process and make payments of the aforementioned settlement. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we are adding resolution to the agenda. Small Business Saturday, November 29, 2025, whereas the town of Austin celebrate our local small business and the contributions they make to our economy and community by creating jobs, boosting our local economy, and preserving our communities. And whereas advocacy groups, as well as public and private organizations across the county have endorsed the Saturday after Thanksgiving as a Small Business Saturday, and whereas a Small Business Saturday was created to encourage residents across the nation to support local small businesses and has become an annual tradition to foster communities, engage a local economic growth, and whereas the town of Austin proudly joins community nationwide in celebrating a Small Business Saturday. Now, therefore, the town of Austin hereby proclaims November 29, 2025 as Small Business Saturday and urge the residents of our community and communities across the country to support small businesses and merchants on Small Business Saturday, celebrating its 16 years in 2025 and shop small throughout the year. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I would like to say that Small Business Saturday, is great, and everybody should do their holiday shopping as close to home as possible. Things like getting somebody an oil change, especially in this economy, or there are so many different things that you can get from local providers that would be valued as a gift also. But not only this Saturday, but always. So thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry to interrupt, Janet.
No, don't worry. Correspondence we received in the file. Resolved that the town board of town of Austin hereby accepts the following correspondence. Windrose helicopter report, planning board minutes of October 15, 2025. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Monthly reports. Resolved that the town board of town of Austin hereby accept the following monthly reports for the month of October 2025. Dell Cemetery, Highway Department, Supervisor's Office, Tax Receiver, Town Building Department, and Town Clerk. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Visitor recognition. Visitors shall be accorded 1 4-minute opportunity to address the board on issues not related to the agenda but relevance to the common good of the town. Do you have anybody online that would like to speak? Do I have a motion to adjourn to?
All right, adjourn to executive session for advice of counsel. You don't have any advice? Okay. No.
So to have a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, and personnel.
And personnel. All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn to executive session for advice of counsel and personnel?
So moved.
And a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. I hope you get a chance to enjoy time with your families or just a nice rest. And we will see you next week. Thank you.